Hi loves, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a review slash wear test of the new OneSize Turn Up the Base foundation. Although I am really late with this review, you guys, I am really excited to be reviewing this foundation. Lately, I've been noticing that I've been more into the mattifying foundations versus the more dewy foundations. I know that it is cold outside, so mainly most people like to go in with the mattifying foundation like for the fall and winter time. But yeah, you guys, I'm just really excited to get this review out for you guys. Like I said, I am a little bit late with this review, you guys, but hopefully you still find it helpful and useful for you, especially if you haven't given the foundation a try yet. So yeah, you guys, we are gonna go over the claims and the information on the product first, and then we're gonna go into the demo portion, and then after that we go right into the wear test. So if you guys would like to see how this foundation applies and wears throughout the day and my thoughts on the foundation, then just continue to watch. Okay, you guys, so I have the information pulled up right here. So the Turn Up the Base Full Beat Liquid Foundation does retail for $44. OneSize and Sephora does offer Afterpay, so you can do 4 payments of $11 if you don't want to pay the full $44 out front. This foundation only contains 16 ingredients, and its claims is to be long wearing, waterproof, and has a sweat proof formula that gives full coverage and max comfort to visibly blur and smooth without clogging pores. So you guys, those are really big claims. They honestly had me at the full coverage. I love a full coverage foundation, and I feel like with full coverage foundations, they do last longer because you don't need a lot. Typically with full coverage foundations, a little goes a long way. So this foundation does come in 38 shades, and the shade that I'm going to be using in today's video is Dark Deep 25N with neutral undertones. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all the information that I have on this foundation. If you guys do have more questions, then you can visit the Sephora app, or you can go on onesize.com. So yeah, you guys, I don't want to ramble too much on this portion of the video. I just want to get started with the foundation so you guys can see how it applies and everything like that. So yeah, you guys, I hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, love, so I already have my eyebrows filled in and carved out, so now I'm gonna go into a primer. I'm going to take my e.l.f. primer. This is literally my favorite primer ever, especially if I'm going in with a matte foundation. I already told you guys all of the information on the foundation, so you guys already know by now that it is a matte formula. So I like to go in with something that's gonna hydrate my skin and it's gonna give the foundation something to stick to. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this one. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I just feel like this foundation is going to be so full coverage, because for one, it's from Patrick Star. Like, he is definitely all about like full beat face, foundation, concealer, all of it. So yeah, I'm just really intrigued to see how this foundation is going to look on my skin. Just evenly distributing that across my face. I love this primer so much, you guys. Like, it is so gripping. I really like it a lot. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna take the foundation and I'm just gonna do one full pump, and a decent amount comes out, you guys, like a real decent amount. I know some foundations, like the Natural Radiant foundation from NARS, you do one pump and it's literally equivalent to like half of a pump. So I like how this gives you a nice full pump, and I'm just gonna do one half of my face, like the left side first, and just dot this foundation all over. So usually when I apply my foundations, I like to let it sit on my skin for a little bit before I go in and blend it out. But being that this is a more mattifying foundation, I'm not going to do that because I don't want it to stick or get stuck in places or get patchy or anything like that. I want a nice seamless blend. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply it on my face, and I'm going to blend it out with my Morphe M439 brush, and I'm just going to do pouncing motions to blend this in. So the shade match is pretty good. I will say it's probably like a shade darker than my chest, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna probably oxidize as well because it's a matte foundation. I do have a lot of dark spots on my face, and it covered it for the most part, but I can definitely still see through the foundation. But it's not too bad. It covered up what it needed to. So I'm just gonna put some on my forehead. Not too much. I never go in with a lot of foundation on my forehead. It's not really needed. Okay, you guys, so this is like a side-by-side comparison. As you can see, a bunch of dark spots over here, definitely like in this area of my face, and this is the side with the foundation. So I feel like you can still see some of my dark spots peeking through a little bit, but for the most part it does have really nice coverage. So yeah, and this is how much foundation I have left. I'm just going to take a little bit more and just go over those spots where I could still see. And I'm just going to stipple that on. And now everything is fully covered. Like literally it just all disappeared. Loving the finish of it, you guys, and I can definitely say that the primer that I use helps my face not feel so drying. It definitely does give it like a nice full coverage finish, but it's still skin-like. It doesn't look like foundation is sitting on top of my skin. It's actually melted into the skin pretty nicely. So I'm just going to repeat the same process on the other side. Okay, you guys, so I have the foundation fully applied all over my face, and I also took some on my eyelids and just blended that out just to cancel out some of the darkness. So since we went in with the foundation from OneSize, we might as well use the concealers as well. So I'm going to be taking 2 of the Turn Up the Base Butter Silk concealers. These are the 2 shades that I have. I have one that is closer to my skin tone but still like a really light highlight shade, and then I like to go in with my brightening concealer. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna be honest, I don't go into this concealer often for 2 reasons. Because one, the shade is a little off. It's like really golden. That's why I'm gonna go into a pink powder to try to cancel out some of that like goldenness. Another reason is because like this concealer is really matte, so it can kind of dry out my under eyes. So now I'm going to take the OneSize setting powder in the shade Ultra Pink. And I am going to set the face. What I like to do is pick up the powder on my brush and literally tap off as much powder as I can, so I can get like the thinnest, literally the thinnest layer on my brush. Because I feel like majority of Patrick Starr's products are more on the matte side, and I have to be careful because I have dry skin. Okay, you guys, so I haven't fully set my skin yet, but so far so good as far as how the foundation is looking. It's looking pretty nice. It's looking very full beat, very matte. So yeah, I'm liking how it's looking so far. The coverage is really nice as well. So yeah, I'm just going to finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to speed through this part. And yeah, I can just give you guys my final thoughts on the foundation after I set it and everything like that. Okay, you guys, so my makeup is officially done. I did went ahead and set my skin off of camera, so I'm just going to show you guys what I used. So I went in with the OneSize Until Dawn mattifying makeup setting spray. Now I know you guys, this is probably the last thing I should use, being that the foundation is so matte, but I do want to lock in my makeup and just make sure that I get as much longevity out of it as possible, and to just also make sure that everything is just locked into place. And then to pretty much give my face some hydration, I went in with the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. I love this setting spray so much, you guys, because it just honestly gives my face some hydration, and it does help the powders melt into the skin a lot more versus using a mattifying spray. So yeah, you guys, that is pretty much it. If you guys are interested in my lip, I did do that off of camera because I wanted to record it for my TikTok. A lot of people have been requesting my brown lip tutorial, so yeah, I just did that for TikTok. So if you guys are interested in just visit my TikTok, I'll have my name on the screen. But yeah, you guys, this is pretty much what the face is looking like. I literally look flawless. I look so beat. I love the full coverage. I literally cannot see any imperfection in my skin right now. Like, everything looks amazing. Everything's set really nicely as well. So yeah, as you guys can tell by the title, I will be doing a wear test, probably about an 8-hour wear test. I feel like that is pretty standard. So if you guys are interested to see that, then just continue to watch. Okay, you guys, so it is currently 4:37. I don't know how many hours I've had this foundation on, but y'all, it still looks flawless. Like, you don't see any oil in sight. Like, yes, it is cold outside, but y'all, I still look so good. Like, my skin is still so blurred, so smooth. Everything is set really nicely. Like, it still looks really, really good. That's another thing too. I don't look dry. Like, I will say that primer from e.l.f. definitely helped out this foundation a lot, because I feel like if I went in with a matte primer, I would have been looking a little dry. But I don't look dry at all. Like, this looks like my skin. This looks like my skin, but better. Like, the e.l.f. primer is just, it's really good with this foundation. Like, I can't get over it. I look really good. But yeah, I'm going to probably check in around 8 o'clock. That's probably around the time where I will be going home. Okay, you guys, so I am back. It is currently 6:14. So I've had this foundation on. We started at 8:50. So I'm going to say from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I had to do a little bit of math. That is 9 hours I didn't have this foundation on, you guys. And I can truly say within like the last hour of this wear test time, I feel like I'm just now starting to get oily. Like, it's crazy. So I'm gonna actually get up. I zoomed in so you guys can see. I'm trying to look in my mirror to see if you guys can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, like in the T-zone area, just a little bit on my forehead and in the creases of my nose on the side, and just a little bit on my chin. But you guys, for me to have this foundation on for 9 hours and it's just now doing this is insane. I feel like I still look so good. Oh, and other than the oiliness, it is starting to crack right here in my smile lines, which that took forever for it to come up as well. But it's just now starting to look just a little bit cakey right here. And my smile lines is definitely like creasing pretty bad. Well, I've definitely experienced worse creasing, but it's just starting to definitely be noticeable right now. But overall, you guys, I love this foundation so much. It lasted so freaking long, literally lasted me all day, and I was everywhere today. And some of the foundation came off right here, but that's just because I went to an appointment today and it required me to have on these really uncomfortable headphones. So it was kind of messing up the foundation a little bit, but that was literally the only reason why it's looking like this right now. Overall, you guys, I do not want to be repetitive. I love this foundation so much. It lasted very long. It did not feel dry or cakey on my skin, even though it is such a full coverage matte foundation. I definitely recommend that you do pair this foundation with a more hydrating primer, just in case you do have dry skin like myself, and I feel like it will definitely give you a prettier finish. But that is literally all I have to say about this foundation, you guys. If you do not have it, I highly recommend you go pick it up either in Sephora or on their website, or you can go to onesize.com to go ahead and purchase yours. Sephora and OneSize does offer Afterpay, so this does retail for $44. So like I said in the beginning of the video, you can do the 4 payments of $11 just in case you don't want to spend that much. But yeah, you guys, I highly recommend this foundation. If you do have it, let me know what your thoughts are on this foundation in the comments down below. That is it, you guys. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one.